My relationship with Dustin has been off and on for the last 12 years. When we first got together, it was really good, but it got bad because of the cheating. Dustin stole 12 years of my life and stole money from me, stole so much from me. He was in and out of jail, and I just got fed up. We have a daughter together. I thought we were in a committed relationship, and the straw that broke the camel's back is he got another woman pregnant, and he was the dad. Dustin can be a good father when he's clean, but he doesn't always stay clean, and he always puts himself first. He begged me to work things out with him, and he moved in with me, and I started to get violently ill. I couldn't walk, my hair was falling out, I was sick, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. My joints started swelling up. I lost almost 70 pounds. After we had a heated argument and broke up, I had kicked him out of the house. I watched him sprinkle a white substance on my sofa. I vacuumed it up. I do not know what it was, but I was extremely sick after that. And recently, I've started noticing my daughter's been getting violently ill. She has stomach cramps so bad that she's missed school. She can't function. She's got horrible pain. She can't walk. She can't eat. She can't anything. When I see my daughter in pain like that, it makes me sick. It makes me feel so helpless, like there's nothing I can do to fix it. I feel like he hates me so much that he's capable of hurting me. But I don't know if it was intentional with hurting my daughter. It seems like when she goes with him, she doesn't get sick. But when she comes home, she's getting sick. So he's accusing me now. I'm not the type of mother that would give my daughter anything to make her sick. His sister April has even accused me of making my daughter sick and that I'm the one that's crazy, that I'm just trying to get even with him. And I don't have it in my heart to get even with him because at the end of the day, he is still the father of my child. If Dustin fails his test for poisoning me or my daughter, I want justice.
I would never do anything to hurt my daughter. I love my daughter very much. I would never do anything to hurt my daughter's mother. And she's got my daughter believing that I'm doing these things to her.
She says in the tape that you fathered another child while you were in a relationship with her?
We were not in a relationship when that happened. We had been split up.
Tell me about your relationship with Jessica.
At first, our relationship was good. We got along great, had a good time together, you know. And then I went to jail. And when I got out of jail...
What'd you go to jail for?
Possession. And,
how long?
44 months.
What were you possessing? What were you possessing?
Methamphetamines.
I mean, a lot, or?
No. I had, less than a gram.
And you got 44 months?
Yes.
For less than a gram?
Yes, sir.
Jeez, don't get caught with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once I got out of jail, we tried to work things out.
But that's a long break in a relationship.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. And we tried to work things out. You know, I tried to move back in, getting along with her, you know, working things out. And things just didn't work. So it was in our best interest for both of us and for my daughter that we went our separate ways.
Does she still think you're poisoning her?
Yes.
How are you doing that?
I have no idea. It's, like I said, it's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. I would never do that.
When you're with your daughter, is she ever ill?
No, she's never been ill.
Is she happy?
She's happy. We have a great relationship. I love my daughter very much. My daughter loves me. We have a great relationship.
So you're not worried about your daughter?
I'm worried about her to an extent because all these accusations that Jessica's accusing me of, and she's saying that she's sick all the time. And I keep saying, if she's sick like this, let's get her to a doctor, figure out what's going on. And Jessica tells me, you know what's going on. You're the only one that can make it stop. Please make it stop. She's got my daughter asking me, please make it stop, Dad.
Now, you know, if you fail this test, you're going to be in big trouble again.
Yes.
All right, well, let's meet your ex, Jessica.
Dustin, you know what's going on.
How can you accuse me?
I have been asking you for the last 7 years.
You're accusing me of
getting
accusations
sick.
that I have nothing to do with. There's nothing.
No, when I started getting sick 7 years ago, I came straight to you.
No, you didn't.
I lost
you never.
all that weight. My hair fell out. I was confused. You had to help me with our daughter.
You have never came directly towards me and accused me of doing anything about any kind of poisoning.
You keep telling me I'm crazy.
Yes,
and I don't
I
say
do.
poisoning. I say whatever that white substance was you put in my house.
And there was no.
I watched you.
I put no white substance in your house.
I watched you. We have begged you to help us. Begged you, Dustin.
I've told you.
What have you done? What have you done? One thing, name it.
Take her to a doctor and find out what's going on with her.
I have taken her to 2 specialists.
And what have they found out?
They're not finding anything.
Exactly.
This was outrageous. You know, when I heard all this, I couldn't believe it. My brother would never poison her or any of his children. There's a chance that she could be poisoning her own daughter. Dustin's relationship with Jessica was very toxic. There was a lot of jealousy that went on, a lot of harassment. There was a lot of false accusations that were made towards my brother, things that were not true. And I know for a fact, because I was there, there is a chance that she could be doing this to her daughter. If she is, she should be prosecuted. I do not believe that Jessica's an attentive mother. At Thanksgiving time, my niece showed up with several different medications, and they were not in the bottles, and they were just in the pill, containers. It was Ambien, Zoloft, and a pain medication, and she sent a hydrocodone 1.5. I did not even know that my niece had these medications with her until the very end of the visit. And that's why I was shocked, and I had to call her mom and find out. And her mom said, well, she only needs to take them if she's in absolute pain. The whole time she was with me, she never expressed any pain. She never had to take it. She never had to take her medications. I feel that her mom is putting her on medications that she doesn't need to be on. I think she's doing it for herself because I think she wants my niece to be on disability. I think because Jessica is on it, she had lupus, so she's been on disability for years. I feel that she is trying to get my niece on disability, and she's trying to say that she has all these problems when my niece showed no signs of it whatsoever when her mother was not around. If she fails her test, I don't feel that she should have custody of my niece. I feel that my niece needs to go with her dad. Dustin, he's a good dad. He's been a part of his kids' life. He shows that he is very caring. He loves all of his children. His kids come first. He supplies all their needs. There's no way my brother will fail this test.
What do you think of her as a mom?
When my daughter was born, she was a great mother. And she's been a great mother up until these last 7 years when she started.
Well, that's a long stretch.
Yes, it is.
How sick is your daughter?
She's sick.
Sick?
She's missed almost all year of school.
Oh, this past school year?
Yeah.
She's missed almost all of it?
Yes.
Does the school contact you and say, how come your daughter's not in school?
Oh, yes.
And what do you say?
We're involved right now with truancy and the courts.
Why are you
That's why I
involved with
wanted
the courts?
this test.
Why are you involved with the courts?
Because she can't go to school because she's so sick.
But she visits you and she's fine?
Yes.
Yes.
She was perfectly fine at a birthday party, riding in
Well,
go-karts.
how are they saying that she's fine with them, but not with you? She can't even go to school.
She was fine that day that we were at the party.
You were there too?
Yes.
So she's only sick around you?
Yes. I know what it looks like. I do. I do.
It looks bad. Dustin, you took a lie detector test concerning drugging. Have you ever used any substance with Jessica to make her ill without her knowledge? You answered no. Did you sprinkle any type of substance on that couch? You answered no. Did you ever use any type of substance with your daughter to make her ill? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that you told the truth.
Absolutely, that's right.
Jessica took a lie detector test. We asked you, have you ever given your daughter any substance to deliberately make her ill? You answered no, and you did not tell the truth.
Oh my God, are you for real? Are you for real?
You know what? You
Are
need
you
to be
for real?
prosecuted for that.
What is wrong with you?
You're not going to have her. He'd better take you to court and get custody of her.
What is wrong with you? How could you do this to our daughter?
No, this happened 7 years ago.
Jessica,
Listen to
you
me.
do
How
not
could you do this
deserve
to our
her.
daughter?
7 years ago.
You say you love her?
7 years ago what? 7 years ago
You
what?
say you love her?
Please be quiet.
Sorry.
7 years ago, what happened?
Nothing.
No, something happened.
I'm not going to say it here.
I want to hear it.
Something happened 7 years ago.
You gave her something.
No, I about did.
Well, here, have you ever given your daughter any substance to deliberately make her ill, and you didn't tell the truth? Why would you do that to your own daughter?
I wouldn't.
But you were going, in your very words.
I wanted to take her life and mine. But I couldn't do it.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
You need some help.
Okay. At the very least, he's right. You need help. But I do think that there's a lot of things going on here. I think that you're a liar, and I don't think you're capable of telling the truth. And I'm really concerned about your daughter. And you know, after the show's over, we're going to have to contact people and let them know she's sick, according to your own words. She's ill. So who's making her ill? We know it's not him. So who's making her ill? Who is making her ill? Are you confused?
There's more to this story.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm here to listen. If you love your daughter, then I think you should start talking so somebody can help her.
If you guys take her out of my house, I'll tell you the story.
Will you take her out of her house?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll take her tonight when I get home.
Well, okay, hold on. Start talking.
Not here.
Will you talk to me backstage?
Yes.
In private?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do that. You're in hot water either way. You understand that, right? Okay. You failed your test for giving your daughter a harmful substance, and you said that this happened 7 years ago, that there were some other things. You, my wife, myself, and Stephen, who's our in-show therapist, we went back and we talked privately in my green room. And you admitted something to me, and I would like you to share it right now.
7 years ago, when I was messed up on drugs and I was really sick, I decided, my daughter and I were sitting on the couch, and I put a sleeping pill in a bottle of pop and handed it to her, but I couldn't let her take it.
What were you thinking?
Because I'm the one that's always been there for her. I had nobody to take her. I didn't know what to do.
So you thought that
It
she
was
would
a stupid
pass away?
idea. I thought she'd fall asleep.
It's so hard for me to hear a story like that because being a father and looking at my children, I love them so much. And there's no way I could ever harm them, okay? You say that you were feeling guilty about that incident, and that's why you failed your lie detector test. Well, we're gonna find out. And listen, if you're that desperate, you must feel there's nowhere to turn. But there's always somewhere to turn when it comes to not harming your child. Jessica, we then sent you back in to take the lie detector test. And we asked you, besides the sleeping pills 7 years ago, have you ever given your daughter any other substance to harm her? You answered no. In the past year, have you done anything to your daughter to make her ill? You answered no. You told the truth. You know, everybody has made their mistakes on this stage. I do think that there's something going on with you. Mentally, something. And you need to get help because the stories that you're telling aren't right. You're saying that your daughter's had all these health issues, she's not going to school, but then when she's with the father and her aunt, she's fine. But the good news is she's not being poisoned. We know that. So you're not poisoning her, you're not poisoning her, but it wouldn't hurt to go get her thoroughly checked out. Good luck to everybody, and I hope you let us know what's going on with you. All right? Click here to watch more Wilkos. Click here to subscribe and get a front row seat for all the action. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help.